Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Tribes of Midgard with me, EnginesTheStone. We've got our coffee. Let's take a sip. Beautiful, not? So, I wanted to highlight this game for y'all. Do I suit y'all? I don't think so. I have been enjoying this game and a little bit addicted. But I have played a world with friends, and I basically completed everything. I am so overpowered now, and it's been a fun ride. It really has. But I wanted to highlight this game for you lot because I think it's a good game. Yes, I know it's not like I'm going to make this game famous or anything, but it's a good game. So without further ado, let's jump right in. The whole idea of this game, we're going to start a new world. The whole idea of this game is to... It depends on which fuck, what's it called? If you're playing survival or if you're playing the other one. I forgot what the other one's called. Where you have to survive waves of enemies and then kill the big boss at the end. Weirdly, it's more like a tower defense game. It's very strange. But this survival side of it, yeah, you're gonna find a lot of people talking. There's I tend to ignore it. Yeah, go away. So I'm gonna give you as much as I can information. I'm gonna fucking get my controller out. What the hell? Why am I using mouse and keyboard? Okay, so the object of the game in survival mode. If you play the other mode, it's different. The object of the game in survival mode is that you gain resources. You gather up the resources till you can defeat the 4 Jotnars. When you defeat the 4... I think they're called Jotnars. Yeah. And then you defeat the 4 Jotnars, and then you defeat the 4 Ancients. After you defeat the 4 Ancients, you've essentially won the game. Well, let's not go up there. What I'm looking for right now is branches and flint, so I can make some very, very, very early level tools. Fuck. There is some flint. We start with a hefty amount of health, which is good. And it is in our best interest to kill as many people as we can. This is the... Why is the tree in such a weird position? This is the seed of Yggdrasil. And this right here is a shrine. That's your teleporting thing. So it's very handy to have that to teleport you around. We've got no tool. We need branches before I can literally do anything. Which is a problem. So, initially, the biggest problem you would have would be finding flint and then finding branches. Now, I have to say, this game is pretty... there's some branches up there. Fuck. This game is still, as far as I know, in early access, so you have to kind of take it with a bit of a pinch of salt. Look, I'm not interested in fighting you, my dude. I finally found some branches. I'm going to make some tools. This mode, that's the word I was thinking of. Right, she'll help you. If you bring enemies to her, she will beat the shit into them for you, and you can kind of steal the good stuff. So, yeah, so I'm going to highlight this, but I might do a full run-through depending on how popular this is. If it's not that popular and I still want to do it, I'll still do it. We'll see. So, what was I saying? Yeah, this is your area for your base. It's probably best to put everything you need here. You need to construct this. I'm sorry about all the background noises. Not the background noises. The sounds in this game. They are really loud for some strange reason. We need to make ourselves a tool grinder. Which we needed flint for, which means I'm going to have to find some more flint. Your tool grinder will make your tools for you. It's handy to have around. Hopefully, I can make an axe. With an axe, you can start cutting down trees. Yay! But it is not a weapon. When you cut down trees or do anything of the sort, I swear to God. Yeah, you're a bastard too. So when you cut down trees or do any sort of resource gathering at all, or killing, you gain... I cannot possibly turn down the sounds of this game any lower. It's going to get very loud. you gain souls. You use souls to either spend on items in shops, or you use it to make to repair equipment. Blessings are when you level up. Ooh, branches. There were some branches here the whole time. So, blessings are when you level up. If you can imagine this game being basically Valheim, but more forgiving, that is what you want. Sorry, I didn't explain what I was doing. I'm kind of on the mode where I should be moving really quickly, but also I don't really need to do that because this game doesn't get harder the longer you stay in it. So, the blessing I just unlocked was the not that one. Can you? Yeah, this Skadi spirit. So basically, when you dodge now, you leave this. Enemies will attack this after a short time. For some strange reason, it has to be down for like a second or so. And then it lasts a certain amount of time. It has a certain health pool as well, and then it disappears. I need some more flint, don't I? It's a really handy... I advise it being first upgrade. It's really handy for early game stuff, where you're getting your ass handed to you, and you can't do anything about it. These red trees, maple trees, you get maple sap from, which you can turn into a healing beverage. Very early, very early game healing stuff. It's useful. There's flint up there, but I can't fucking get it. Told you, this will be one of the hardest parts of this game for anybody. These red berry bushes, if you can, I don't want to go too close to that area. If you can get enough of them, I can't do much about you. There, the red berry bushes, you can gather up the berries and use them to make healing potions later in the game. They can also be used to make some sort of food, I think. Also, Decoy's got a cooldown. I am a beast. Look at me go. So, I've played this game quite a lot, and I've completed basically what I assume to be the story. It's not... It's quite simplistic. You just go and kill bosses in this mode. That's all you do. But, oh, piggies. I'm still trying to get some flint. But, you can, I advise, weapon-wise, you go for a decent two-hander, like a... Oh, okay, we're gonna get fucked if I stay around here. Wait, did I just get flint from killing that? No, gonna die. Silver, no tools. Death isn't hugely terrible. What happens is you'll lose all... I think most of your souls you gathered. And then you'll lose all your items. But you can pick your items back up. And they're your resource items, not your items you're, like, wearing or carrying or anything like that. It's just all your resource items. So you can't use it as a free trip to, like, get some potions or whatever. We are lucky enough not to be dead. Is that flint? It's not. Yeah, so I advise taking, like, a big two-handed weapon. Having a shield on your back. And having a bow or three. So I advise carrying like 3 odd bows because the durability of weapons in this game is a bit weird. You have bosses that could have hundreds of thousands of hit points, sometimes millions. Okay, get the flint pickaxe first. Oh, we can afford it. Thank fuck. Right, now with the pickaxe we can go get some stone and some ores, which means we can start making weapons. Yeah, so I advise like a two-handed weapon and like, 3 or 4 bows. Because the bows are the best thing to kill the big guys, all the bosses. But the big two-handed melee weapon can really handle a group of enemies. I mean, a sword is pretty good too. Just a single-handed sword, that's pretty good too. I am more of a spearman, but I've recently seen the power of the hammers, so I might take a hammer this time. This game has a way of forcing you to explore. So if you have a look at the map, it's quite, this is our first boss, by the way. They always give you the first one. When you kill that one, it will give you the second one. When you kill that one, it will give you the next one, the next one, next one. And so on and so forth. What was I saying? Yes, the map is kind of big. It is. Full of little islands. Again, imagine Valheim's map. So, essentially, you're looking at a big circle. Just a giant circle of a map. It is really big. This is the reason why having teleports is a great idea, especially early on. And unlike Valheim, it's got a you can take shit with you when you use the teleports. You're a boss eater. Fuck off. Oh yeah, your tree, if you didn't know, heals you. Ow. I should use my decoy, but I'm not. Shoot my thing for a bit. You also get little runes as well. There's one on the floor over there. I will go get that. This rune isn't overly great. I don't think I've ever used it for longer than like 2 minutes until I've got a new one. So, nah. We need more iron because we need to craft the forge first, which I always forget. So the other mode that you can do in this has all the items already unlocked for you. Like, your base is completely built. All you have to do is defend the tree. Depending on which, like, season you choose, depends on who you're killing. So we got another blessing. I will spec into... I'll probably continue up this area. This one's really good. Single player, though, you might want to spec into something else like rationing this tree or this tree. I go for this one because of the decoy, and then when you get further on, the decoy starts shooting, and then when you get even further on, you summon a decoy and a dog. That helps you. I find these two are useless upgrades. I don't know what the fuck they're for. But I always go this track because it is probably the better track to go on. If you want pure damage output, you've got a few damage output ones. Movement speed and health. Defense. You got all the different ones. To increase survivability. Here, have my thing. I'm going to craft this workbench. To increase survivability, you might want to go for the seedling of Yggdrasil. Which one is it? This one. Because it heals you, but also it can do some pretty nasty things to enemies. Like, inside the area of the healing effect, you hit harder. They also get stunned and paralyzed, so they can't do anything. It's a really useful one to get, as well as the one I'm doing, the decoy one. The decoy one is just to, help survivability here. If I get into a fight that I can't win, drop a decoy and fucking leg it. Right. We need... Is it this one? Yes, we need the... See, the meal cauldron is good. I will actually make that. We'll make the weapons furnace as well, which is kind of an issue. The weapons furnace costs stuff, and I don't like how much it costs. I'm going to stick the weapon furnace next to the tool. I'm going to try and stick the weapon furnace next to the tool thing. There you go. And just to make it look nicer. And the meal cauldron next to the weapon furnace. So, the thing that you have to understand as well, that all of these need upgrading. So, as you can see at the bottom corner, you've got the cauldron upgrades, which will cost me 6 branches and 3 stone. I'm not going to do that. I need this for weapons. The same with the cauldron, and the same with the tool grinder. These things will unlock really good items the higher you get them, but also bear in mind that this game does have in-app purchases. I am slightly disappointed, but also you can get all the shit you need in-game. If you're willing to grind out hours and hours of gameplay, you can get all the shit you need to unlock everything in-game. Most of the stuff you can buy are cosmetics, which are fine. But if I show you this, and we scroll all the way down, these say level 5, but you also need to buy them. And you buy them in the main menu, which you saw me in earlier. Yeah, some of the high level shit you have to buy with the golden horns, and I'm pretty sure you can buy the golden horns with real money. I would like to get myself a nice big feral hammer. If I had enough stone. So I'm gonna go get some stone. Alright, I won't do that. I will get a sword first. It's a good idea just to have some form of fucking weapon. Really? Okay, a raider's axe then. Jesus. It's a good idea to have some form of weapon. Oh, I have an override on my axe. I was meant to take all my overrides off, but I forgot. It makes it look funky. Get some ore. We need some stone to make a hammer. The hammer does area of effect damage, which is fucking amazing. And it can hit a lot of enemies in one area. It also, the different hammers have different abilities, like different AoE abilities, which is just awesome. You also get this season XP, by the way. You might have noticed it pop up and then be a little jingle every time I fucking get it. Oh my god, how close is our shop? Oh, that is so nice. So this... Sorry, I'm getting well distracted. I forgot how fun games like this are right at the very beginning. They're a bit more grindy further on, but right at the very beginning, they're really fun. So this is our trader. That's what that symbol on the map means, as you can see on the legend. He will sell you all your items you can grind for. For souls, you have to give him souls for this. He will also sell you health potion and maps. When you buy these maps, what they'll do is they'll locate a position on your big map and be used immediately. I was trying to look for them to use them. I didn't realize that buying them also meant pickup. And he'll sell you some of these. None of the ones he had. Banner time. Huh. That's an interesting one. Life loot. Defeating enemies have a 10% chance to generate one orb that grants 200 HP. Okay, he has never had these before. Some of these are really awesome. Okay. I've never seen some of these, so I'm actually quite intrigued. Indeed. So, yeah, he will give items. You can buy items from him. When you go further afield, you can find all the rest of the sorcerers, they're called, but they're basically just shopkeepers, sellers. You can find more sorcerers, and they will sell other items, different items. I'm going to do some fishing. Fishing being one of the only skills you have to actively be watching. The rest you can just kind of tap your buttons for. Fishing, you have to sit there and do it properly. You can lose the fish if you do it too early. You can lose the fish if you do it too late. What was I saying before I got distracted by the sorcerer? Can't remember. I still need some stone. Okay, so at night time, these things called hellings appear. And they're just like enemies that float around and try and attack you, do some damage to you and stuff like that. You don't need to worry about them too much, but they do... Yeah, I said do. They do a lot of damage. Because they're usually in groups of 3. Could I please get some more stone? Ooh, I don't want to do that yet. The little outposts you can see, you can clear them and you'll find a reward in a chest. Yeah, as you can see, these... I'm going to put my thing down. As you can see, they do a lot of damage. But they're not that scary. He says, well, almost dead. They're not terribly scary, at least. You can run away from them, do what I do, leave my decoy behind, and then leg it. We are in no health at the moment to fight another one, so I probably won't do that. We could use the flint to get stone. It's not very efficient, but it'll do. You could also... I think we could buy stone from that guy. This is not a good idea. Walking past a outpost to run past some hellings to get back to base. Oof. You start... all the maps are random generated. They are all very different. If you're lucky, you can start with a really close trader. If you're not so lucky, you'll be a bit further away. Nothing too major there. You can't, as far as I know, you can't start in any other location except the Bright Forest, which is the safest of the locations. you want it pretty safe. We need to... Can we get a hammer yet? We can, right. I'll craft this hammer. I would also like to craft a bow. So, the great thing about the bows is that they... yeah, I'm going to just unequip you. And equip you in slot 2. Slot 1, then. So, the great thing about the bows is that they'll never run out of ammo. They'll just shoot shit ammo the whole time, doing the elemental damage of whatever the bow is. You can change that by buying an ammunition thing. We can do fish skewers. Oh, nice. We also have to be very aware of the... I need one more leather. Okay, I don't need a construction bench at the moment, but I will get a tanning stand. I'll get a lumbering stand. We need the mining stand as well. It's one thing that the guys that I usually play with always fucking forget. You need these stands, all of them. You eventually need a boat dock as well, but we don't need to worry about that just yet. Buy this as well, just to make sure we got it. So the lumbering stand will help you like change what wood will do what. So in here you can change branches into wood and wood into wooden boards and into branches so that you can upgrade your other stuff. The same with the tanning stand. It does the same thing. And the same with the other ones. The mining stand and stuff. Whoops. This is the... What the hell? Wolf's teeth. Nice. So this is the ammunition stand. You can make explosive arrows. They are really good damage. So good on damage. The explosive type of arrows, not the specific one that I was looking at. So any explosive arrows are better than the other arrows. But if you want to do specific elemental damage to some people or a boss or whatever, I take the bow, I would say. Because you're going to run out of ammo because the bosses have stupid amount of health. Just, I wouldn't worry about crafting ammo unless you're crafting explosive arrows to do the extra damage. What do I need? Wait, what? I can make 4 pelt. Nice. I need 1 leather, though. You need 4 pelt to make a leather. Lovely. Also, the mana bars at the bottom of your screen, you can do special abilities with your weapons. They cost a mana. And you can recharge mana by killing things. Why am I pronouncing it with an R on the end? I think this might be too hard for me, actually, this area. Yeah, yep. No. So the bigger fires on the maps are bigger bases. You don't want to take them unless you're strong enough. We are not strong enough for that one. We're not strong enough for that one. We are surrounded by 3 big ones. There's a small one over there. Fuck me. So the big ones tend to have like a champion enemy in it, and the champion enemy would just wreck my shit. It would just wreck my shit. So we're going to go up here and go visit this small base over here instead. We need 1 leather to make the armor stand so we can start making armor and surviving better. This is a level 100 area, but I think we're good. So if you see the big slam I just did on the floor, that is the special ability of this weapon, or this type of weapon. You can see, clear one of these areas. Fuck you! Nice. When you level up, you get all your health back, which is amazing. And when you clear a thing, you can open chests. Nice. Now, I'd like to point out, chests usually take 5 seconds to open, I think. 4 or 5 seconds to open. This is cut down for me because I took the sneaky hands blessing, which opens chests significantly quicker. This one's what's it called? Sneak activation. We're now going to get bountiful grass, double the amount of ingredients from harvest. Trust me, that is something you definitely want, especially early on. I'm just waiting until I get the decoy 2, and then I'll probably go and do some damage output, or do the seed of Yggdrasil, because that is a really, really good upgrade. This means that my decoy will start shooting people. He will still have half ball, and he does damage, I think, based on my gear score, which, by the way, if you don't know, your gear score is the thing that says power on it. Right above my weapon. You can see the damage I'm doing is 52, but my power level overall is 92. That is based on, I think, weapons and level and armor. It's what the game thinks you're going to survive in. Area-wise, I wouldn't take it too literally, because there's been some areas I've been massively overpowered for, and it being really difficult, and some areas I've been weak for, like this area. I'm only level 92 and it's a level 100, but I managed to clear that entire base by myself. Thing is, what I'll do, go test it. If it doesn't work, fucking run away. Right, let's get... Oh, we can get a shield rack now? Oh, because we've got the iron for it? Yeah, we should get the shield rack. We can upgrade our weapons in a bit. We need the... Oh. How did we get no leather from that? How does that happen? You get leather from killing the guys that we were killing. Generally you do, but apparently I got absolutely none. That's so weird. I would like to clear the bigger bases up, but we don't have ammo, and we don't have armor, and we have like the shittest weapon going, or one of them. So that's a no-go. What I might do is hit the harder areas like this. So this is the bright forest. Like I said, this is the easiest area you can be in. If you go to the lighter green areas, you will find the difficulty, like, buffs up loads. Get him. Nice. And now he's dead. Perfect. Should have got leather from them. I don't know if I did. I didn't check, to be honest. The thing that I would say that I've heard complaints of is a friend of mine have found it difficult to navigate the maps. Because of... I have had absolutely no problem with this. The only problem I have is my... oh, fuck. The only problem I've had is my character's token is a little bit too big, and I can't tell where I'm meant to be. Oh, this is an elite enemy that you can find in certain areas, by the way. They hit hard. Hit my decoy. That weird, like, bell thing you can hear is him about to do... What? No, 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 no. The decoy's there for you to hit, not me. That's him about to do, like, one of his hard moves. It just gives you a chance to dodge. Killing him right here was so good. It gets me some really good items, especially early on. And I just got a really decent rune that helps do extra damage to enemies. So that's pretty nice. What was I about to say? We just built a weapon furnace. Why is it telling me I need to build another one? Yeah, I've had absolutely no problem navigating the map. I can tell the difference between whether it's a low ground or a high ground area. Other people have had issues. The only issue I've had is how big these fucking ramps are in comparison to how big the ramps actually are, and how big our thing can get. Obviously, if you zoom in, it's easier, but generally, you look at the map about this far away. So, yeah, maybe some thoughts on adjustment there. I don't have any problems with the way the map is built, you know, but everybody I've played with have. Except, I think, one guy. You know. That is, you know, only, like, 8 people. But, it's still there. That is only 2 out of 8 people that can navigate the map easily. So, wait, maybe... No. I think he actually struggled as well. So, it's only 1 out of 8 people that could read the map. And I've been told I have a very mechanical brain, so... I don't know if that has anything to do with it. We are, if you wonder what we're doing, we're grinding for gear. Stone, that's what we're looking for. Silver deposits, which you can only find in this area. And this is what I mean when I said this game forces you to go and look through the other areas. You can only get certain items, I can't get that. You can only get certain items from certain areas, such as this item here, which is something of pools. You can only get silver from. You can't get silver from anywhere else. The good part is, if you do happen to clear a base, you are likely to get some of those resources, so you don't have to keep running around and trying to find it. And eventually you'll find the trader that will fucking sell it to you anyway. Things that I advise early game, especially with no armor, you don't go fucking around on the beaches, because they are full of pretty hefty void creatures. I think they're void. But they look like Druga. So don't go messing with them until you think you're ready. We should head back at some point. Try and get some silver on the way. The reason why you want silver is because silver will be your armor upgrade items. Whee! Silver will be your armor upgrade and your items and stuff. And oh, I've just realized that my... So, like I said about durability, my by the looks of that little symbol above my health bar, my equipment is breaking. So let's go fix that. Let's go home and fix it. The way you fix it is pretty easy. You just go to that, the weird anvil thing, and you can just fix it using souls on there. It's usually quite cheap to do, so I'm not that fussed about having to fix mine from broken, though they're about to become broken. Yeah, and it will heal you while you're around that tree anyway, so it's a good idea to always pop back. The anvil you can place almost anywhere. As long as you can build in that location, you can place that anvil. You can have unlimited placements of that anvil. What it does is it moves it from one location to another. I will fight you... Ow. Come here, bitch. Thanks. Hey, we got some leather from him. Yeah, you can place as many that anvil as you like. It will just basically move it from one location to another. It's really handy to have, because what I tend to do is use that anvil to fix my weapons when I'm boss battling or whatever. So I press X on it, and then I press X to repair all. Now my weapons aren't broken, but apparently my tools are pretty bad off. So repair all. What you can do is you can upgrade your tool thing to get a better set of tools. I'm going to have to upgrade pretty much all of these things now. Yeah, let's see if we can make the mining stand first. It's not completely useful. It's just be useful later game. Because of the numerous amount of like crappier supplies you can find compared to the other supplies that you would need. Which one haven't we got? No, we got them all now. We got tanning, mining, and thing. We haven't got a construction bench because I don't plan on doing much building, like base building, so I'm not really going to use it. A bed is great if you don't have any teleports. A bed costs a lot, but it can save your life. Well, I can't save your life. That's bullshit. But basically, if you take a boat to another island, place a bed on it. As soon as you get on it, place a bed on it. When you get to a high enough level, you can just place a shrine on it, and you can teleport. You know, because that's just what you do at the higher levels. But the bed, you spawn on the bed when you die. So if you don't want to have to keep getting a boat from one island to the next, place a bed on the island. As soon as you do it. So it's a good bit of advice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to upgrade now the... oh wow, 32 iron. So we've got enough silver. We can upgrade the weapons furnace. When you do that, look at that. Swords and weapons become available. Higher level shit become available. I don't particularly want... Oh, we ain't getting that. We ain't getting that either. Jesus. I don't particularly want the Radar Axe 2, but... Oh, wait. No, we're working on hammers. I would like this. Muspelheim Mall 1. We need to find Brennafall Ambers. They're not easy to find. So, the better thing you can go for is the lightning weapon. The lightning weapon is the only weapon that doesn't require you going to another island. Because it's almost guaranteed that your island's going to have those big lizard guys. You know, the ones I just had a fight with? To get the Linorn Spike. I will apologize. I am going to butcher any pronunciation of any words that isn't English. And sometimes I will butcher the English, too. Because, you know, why not? Equal rights for everybody, right? I'll butcher any language. Usually I stick to the Nornir bow. Or the Embers bow. They're both pretty good, but the Embers... The Frost bow and the Fire bow, they require you to fuck off to somewhere, and those areas aren't fun to play in. They are really sketchy early on. Shit. We haven't got an armor stand yet. Did I not make it? I thought I made the armor stand. Never mind. Let's try and make an armor stand. Armor stand. How come we can't make it this time? Fair. Oh, fuck me. Let's go find some wolves. So yeah, the electric weapons set is probably the ones to go for. That gives electric elemental damage. It is strong against any void creatures. Pretty decent against the other two because it's just the strong weapon. There we go. With some fur, we've almost got the amount we need for the loom. There we go, sorted. Sorry, I a lot. Just put up with it. Excuse me. So, yeah, basically, try and stick to the electric weapons until you get to a strong enough power that you can upgrade the rest of them, I guess. Right, there we go. So, as you go and kill more and more the bosses, you unlock better and better items. So, I've unlocked, on the one account I've unlocked all 4 of these things, and they are pretty funky. But not only that, you gain items from this lass over here. Yeah, something. These things are from killing the ancients, and I tell you what, they're fucking awesome. Well, the Sindri's foundry is awesome. The Freya ship is awesome, but a bit too big, so I can't zoom out far enough to be able to see much past the boat. This tower is okay. And this pot, I don't even know what it does. I know it does something. I think it does damage output. It gives you like a damage output buff for a short amount of time. But I don't know, because it doesn't tell me what effects are on my character, so I can't check it. Would be something I would add to this game. Showing active effects. Especially things like armor. I am not going to bother with the villagers shit, because there's no point. I'm going to try and upgrade this immediately. Alright, maybe I'm not. Maybe we should bother with the villagers shit. Let's get a tunic, so at least we're not naked. One thing you do have to, bearing in mind is, ugh, I don't like the helmet. Let's take the helmet off. The one thing you need to bear in mind with this game is the, there we go. I forgot what I was going to say. Fuck. I guess the upgrade costs I think I was going to go for. Oh no, heat. Right. One thing you need to bear in mind, you really do need to bear in mind, is the heat. You can suffer from cold and you can suffer from being warm. Oh, fuck. Oh, piss. We do not want to activate an enemy. Not her. She is too hard. At level fucking 300, I was suffering from fighting her. Ugh, I love the AoE damage. So good. And a blessing. Perfect. She's just fucking broke a tree up there. Did you see that? Oh, there's a wolf. Good, I need your fur. Thanks. Have you got any friends? Yeah, you do. Good job. Perfect. Oh, I didn't know I had a daily challenge. Beautiful. Yes, so you can get hot and you can get cold. And the reason why I don't like to go to those other areas is because that's one of the biggest things. The heat and the chill. And it's not nice to play in them. Really isn't. Just make sure you have some form of armor that does the resistance. When you get to a high enough level, it wouldn't become a problem. But early levels, you need to do some trickery with runes and armor and other stuff to make sure that you can survive in those environments. It's yeah, it's horrible when you start seeing the bar on your so the heat, it tells you how close you are to being cold and hot in the top left, but on your character's profile at the bottom, it will tell you how far you are away from, you know, starting to die because of the heat. We already have an armor loom. It doesn't... Depending on how cold and hot you are, it doesn't build up that quickly, but you will lose 100 health per tick. And the tick, I don't know how long a tick is, but I think it's about a second. Hazard a guess, because you can get a rune that we will need, and I will buy. That will basically heal you for 100 health per second when you're being killed by cold. One of the best items I've ever had. One of the best runes. Except the rune that literally makes you, like, negate everything. That's also a good rune to have. Smash. Nice. That was good. I enjoyed that. So, you will notice that this game is very, very grindy. The idea is just to get your gear score up to a decent amount, and then you'll start taking boats and stuff to other islands. Just so you know, you can only put a boat down on the beach. You can't, and also if you start swimming, you will start dying. You have a stamina pool of swim. And the second that pool runs out, your health pool will start diminishing. And as soon as that pool runs out, well, you're dead. So, being in water is not a good idea. At all. There's a pretty big, hefty thing up here. Now, the reason why I will attack this one, even though it's in a higher level area, is because this one doesn't have that woman. These witches, what they do is they summon blokes to fight you. And these blokes are... They're just the normal guys that we've been beating the shit out of, but they summon like 3 or 4 in one go. I think there might be a troll over here, but I think we might be able to fight them. I've pretty much got their movement set down. But I can hear movements. I can hear footsteps. Can you stop hitting me? Their accuracy is, like, so good. I can hear a troll. He's pretty close. Oh, he's up there. I forget. So, I'm going to try and fight him. I think we should be fine. I'm just going to kill all the small guys because they're a pain in the ass. If you spec into the right levels early on, you'll find early game to be quite easy. Having the decoy is definitely priority number 1. Even if you don't get the decoy up to a point where it starts shooting for you, having the decoy is definitely priority number 1. For me, anyway. You can play any way you like. I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just telling you what I am doing. I'm saying that as more of a disclaimer because I fucking hate it when people be like, this is the best thing to do ever. You should only do this and never do anything. I fucking hate people like that. No. I advise that you take it because it's really useful early on. You can start winning some pretty hefty fights. Where the fuck do we get up? It's this way. Such as I'm about to hopefully demonstrate. We are going to eat some of this, though. Try and get our health up. Really? You put that on the floor? You mean? If you get hit by this guy, he's going to kick your ass. Especially with that move. You've blocked the fucking entry! How do I get in? So, he's just going to keep hitting me. He does that, which is a pretty hefty damage dealer. But we should be fine. I could just do this. Oh, no, I couldn't because my weapon changed when I told it not to. Thank you. Always take one bow and one weapon with you. In my advice. My opinion. So the bow, you can choose quite a lot of stuff. But the only problem with the bow is you move backwards. So these big round things, by the way, are bombs. If you hit them, they will trigger and then they will explode, doing a fuck ton of damage. Do not be near them when you do that. I don't think that is something I would need to say. That's my opinion. Just do not be near them. He is now bothering with that. Oh, shit. Oh, right, okay, so that damage right there, that big ass slam that he does, is probably one of his highest damage outputs. If you get stuck in that, it hurts a lot. We got some thunder arrows, got some flint, we got a troll's eye, very nice. I don't know what troll's eye is used for, but all of that stuff should be really useful. What is that? Oh, there's a guy underneath the... I didn't really realize that. Okay, so we cleared that, which means we got some silver, we got some other stuff. I'm mostly looking for souls at this point in time. And just, like, useful things like stone. I need to upgrade all my workbenches to be able to get the... Oh, she's down here. That's good. Yeah, I need to upgrade my workbenches to get the decent weapons I need. We're also looking for the lizard guys. There are so many of you guys. Also, I must warn you that there are discrepancies with resources in day and night. Like, this mushroom here just gives you mushroom oil in the day. But at night, it gives you mushroom bolts, which are a useful item when crafting anything that involves electric. That was lovely. I love that. Can we do that again? Fuck off. Right. Take them. Oh! Oh, yeah. These guys leave bombs. Try not to get stuck in them. They fucking hurt. Also, when doing things like opening chests or rezzing somebody, if you get hit while doing it, you will immediately cease doing it. You can get upgrades for rezzing people, so that doesn't happen. But with chests, even if it takes you only a second to open them, you will still stop it as soon as you get hit. You know, just cuz. That was quite good. Is there a smaller chest on here, or is that it? Is that it? Just the one big one, huh? Kind of sucks. Is there another small area anywhere? No, not near the... Let's go to the boss. I think we got enough stuff. Let's go home. Can we go home that way? We can go home around this way. I think we got enough... fuck. You guys want to fight? Alright. Bye. Lovely. I'm getting a little bit cocky already, but I think I'm okay with that, because this area isn't posing any threat. If we had enough enemies doing damage to me, then yeah, we would have problems, but I think we're fine. If we make this into a series, which I would really like to do, because I do love this game. It does need more updates, so there's more stuff to do in the survival mode, because after you defeat the 4th Ancient, the game is pretty much over. You do become unbelievably powerful, though, when you defeat the 4th Ancient, but there's nothing really left to do. On the stones that you get rezzed at... I gotta drop these items. On the stones you get rezzed at, it does kind of look like there is a place for, like, a 5th Ancient. But as far as I know, that's not content, so... Not yet, anyway. As you may have noticed, we just got hit by somebody on the cliff. That happens a lot. Be careful. Yeah, sorry. If we make this a series, it's going to become a point where I'm going to stop trying to tell you how to, like, what does what and how does this work and stuff. The point is, it's quite... It's... Without being mean, it's quite a basic survival game. You know, you build a workbench, you upgrade a workbench, you build better equipment, you go kill a boss. There it is. If you look at it in comparison to Valheim, it's almost exactly the same. Except this one has 8 bosses instead of 4. Or did Valheim have like 6? I can't remember, you know. I never got through killing all the bosses in Valheim, which is really bad of me. I should rectify that, but Valheim is a hell of a long grind. Right, let's upgrade this. Fuck! We need another fur. Let us upgrade the food stand. Nice. Can we upgrade you yet? No, we need gold. I'm going to put these... That was a silly idea. I put all my silver in there. Fuck. What about the meat stand? So we can make grilled meat now. So when we get red meat, we can use it to make grilled meat. That heals for quite a decent amount. At the moment, we only got fish skewers and sap juice, which I need to make some more of. You can only have 4 food. So very similar to how Valheim works, where you can only eat 3 items of food. In this one, you can only take 4 different items of healing or buffs. So a combination of potions and food, or just potions at nearing the end game. Oh yeah, we need to upgrade you. Can we do that yet? We can. And we can upgrade our tools. Beautiful. It's a brilliant upgrade. So we get a sickle now as well. So anything that we find on the floor, we would now get more of. This goes all the way up to gold, but you can only get gold as if you buy them with the golden horns. I don't know why this is locked. Which one is locked? Oh yeah, the fishing rod is the one that I've unlocked. You have to buy these in the main menu with your golden horns, which you rarely get unless you defeat lots of bosses. But also you have to buy them again here, but for only 1 each. It's still a pain in the ass, but you know, whatever. So yeah, you get up to crystal without having to pay for anything. Crystal's still pretty good. We're on stone at the moment. Yeah, can't really do much with that. Then we'll go up to silver. Silver, you'll probably find, if you play this game, silver you'll probably find yourself always running out of. Silver is a very, very disgusting upgraded item for upgrading. I hate it. I hate silver. You can never have enough silver, and silver is used for everything. Especially portals. But look how cheap the portals are to make when you've got enough silver. Oh yeah, let's just... Nope, I'm on the wrong bit. Nah! God damn it. Portals are in here, and you need stone, iron, silver, and ancient cores. You get ancient cores from killing the big trolls, or any of the bosses, or... There's loads of ways you can get ancient cores. I usually end up with fucking hundreds that I don't know what to do with. They're pretty good. They help you teleport around the place. I usually put new one on every island, so one on every new island. I could do with getting a shield, actually. Can I upgrade you? No, I need amethyst. How do we get amethyst? I hear you not say, or I don't hear you say. Beaches, all the fucking beaches. I reckon we should leave it here because we're reaching the hour mark now. As you can see, we have the basic setup of the early game. This is what you need. At least a level 2 in armor and and the weapon furnace. The food, you don't really care about the shield rack. Nobody fucking uses shields. And the tool grinder. All the rest of it you can mostly ignore. You can ignore the lumber stand, you can ignore the tanning station, you can ignore the mining stand because you don't need them just yet, but they do help you make things you will need for later upgrades when you need the wrought iron and when you need the cut stone. The same with the tanning station, you need oiled leather eventually, and you'll need spun yarn, and the same with this when you need the wooden boards. You need them eventually. So I always say get them out as quickly as you can. You don't need things like the ammunition shelf and the shield rack. You're eventually going to find shields that that enemy's going to drop. You can just use them. As far as I know, there's very few people that play with sword and board, and even the people that play with sword and board don't actually use their shield that often. Yeah. That will conclude this sort of beginner look of this game. I am going to probably make this into a series. I would like it into a series. If you guys want it, give me some love. I'm probably going to do it anyway, because I like this game, and I want to do a solo run. So, why not? Share it with you lot. Probably be hour episodes, because if anything's shorter than that, and it would just be a waste of time. If there are long segments of grinding, I'll probably just pause recording and then unpause if anything interesting happens. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I do enjoy reading your comments and all the tips and tricks you guys have been giving me to help with other games. So good. If you are into live streams, I have a Twitch channel. If you are into podcasts or you're a D&D person, I have a podcast. Both in the links are in the description below. Go and check them out. And I think that's it. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Again, love you long time, and I'll see you next one. Bye.